What's up, guys? It's your boy Darkskin, and today we're going to be talking about the new artifact set that is coming to the game. There are going to be two coming to Genshin Impact. I want to talk about one of them, which is the one that was basically made for Zhongli, quote unquote. And I pretty much want to talk about why it's not good for Zhongli at all. So, yeah. You go ahead and switch over. As you can see right here, the 2-piece gives HP plus 20%, right? And then the 4-piece gives, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all nearby party members is increased by 20%, and their shield strength is increased by 30% for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds, and this effect can still be triggered even when the character who is using this artifact set is not on the field. So, if you guys don't understand, what all of this means. Now, long story short, like I said, the 2-piece self-explanatory gives HP plus 20%. But for the 4-piece, basically, if I drop my E, every time the pillar resonates, if y'all hear my cat in the back, she's in my room. So anyway, if you hear every time the pillar resonates, or every 0.5 seconds whenever it resonates, it will make sure the party has 20% increased attack and 30% increased shield strength, right? So basically, if you have a pillar down, it will proc. Now, the reason why this is so good is because with the Zhongli buff, if you even when you hold E, a pillar will drop. So you can basically hold your E, get your shield, and still have a pillar drop so that you're able to, get the 4-piece or the 4 set for this, right? So, you get the 20% attack and the shield strength. So, even if your character's not on the field, or Zhongli's not on the field, the shield strength still goes to the team, all of this stuff. And all of that is fine and all. But here's where the problem lies, right? Here's the problem with this artifact set. The only reason you would ever run this artifact set is if you were going full support Zhongli. Let me explain. If you're going full damage Zhongli, you're going to be running 2-piece Archaic Petra, 2-piece Noble, and you're going to be running attack percent Hourglass. You're probably going to be running like Staff of Homa if you have it, right? And then you're going to run geo damage, you're going to run crit rate or crit damage, right? So in that instance, you would want maximum damage, which would be Archaic Petra, Noble. If you're running physical damage, you'd go into Gladiator, Retracing Bowlight, whatever the case may be, but you'd be running physical damage, attack percent, etc. So, looking at this artifact set, the only time that the 4-piece is worth it or useful is if you're running full support. Because if you're running full support, giving attack percent and shield strength to the team is fine. Meaning you're running what? Like triple HP. Which triple HP is not bad on Zhongli. But the thing about that is, if you're running triple HP on Zhongli, his shield's never going to break. Because if you run triple HP, your Zhongli's going to have over 50,000 HP. And if he has over 50,000, his shield is not going to break. My Zhongli with 35,000, his shield rarely breaks. If you have 50k HP plus, his shield will not break. So the shield strength is useless. And then the attack buff to the team is nice. That's cool. But if you look at Noble set gives attack percent for 12 seconds. And then you got to realize, some people are going to say, oh, well, the shield strength. But it's like, if you're running triple HP, say you're running triple HP 4-piece Noble, your shield's not going to break anyway. And now, instead of having an attack boost of 20% for 3 seconds, it's for 20 seconds. And I know someone's going to say, oh, well, you have to ult. Zhongli's ult is 40 energy cost. I don't have a problem getting his ult. I don't know who does, but especially if you're running him support, you're going to have energy recharge on the character, right? Like, I have 115 and I get my ult pretty easy. If you're running him full support, this is going to be 150, 200. So, this artifact set is just not, is useless, really. No offense, but it is. Because even the 2-piece. Let's talk about the 2-piece. It gives you HP percent. The thing about that is that HP or attack doesn't scale harder than geo damage, physical damage. Like, those are raw damages. And what I mean by that is, attack percent scales off of what? Your base attack. The HP scales off of your base HP, right? I'm pretty sure it's not bonus HP. But even if it was, his ult it's only what, 33%. Where is it? Damage increased by 33% of max HP. So it's like, why would I even build the 2-piece HP when I can just build 2-piece geo damage and the geo damage be applied to 100% of the ult? Or I run 2-piece noble and the noble be applied to 100% of the ult. Same thing with his E ability, right? If I run geo damage, it's applied to 100% of the damage instead of it only being applied, you know, to a small percentage of it. So I get what they were trying to do with this, but I feel like they don't understand how Zhongli works, because this doesn't work for him. And it's obviously made for Zhongli. There's no character in the game that you would be able to use this outside of Zhongli. But the problem is, there's no reason for you to farm this for Zhongli, because he has like 3 or 4 different sets that are better. 4-piece noble, 2-piece noble, 2-piece archaic Petra. You could go into physical damage. There's so many. There's like 3 different builds that are already better. Now, what I will say is that since they're putting this with the other artifact set, which is the Pale Flame set, if you do pull for Eula, and if you do get Eula, you're going to have to farm that artifact set. So if you do get a really good force set of this, you could potentially use it on your Zhongli. But, like I said, it's not going to be better. It's just going to be, oh, well, I want to use this because I have it. That's literally what it's going to be. So, I just wanted to go over that with y'all guys because it literally just didn't make sense that they dropped it. I mean, maybe they probably had this in works for a while, right? They probably had this in the works for a while. They buffed Zhongli. If this was old Zhongli, it probably would have been a lot better. I don't think it would have been, I think it still would have been worse, but I think it would have been a lot better. But now, with him having HP scaling and attack scaling, so he gets even more damage, it's even more of an incentive to not build him triple HP or full support, right? So if they wanted to go this route, they should have never buffed his damage. They should have buffed his support, right? But they didn't, right? Like, if they wanted to make this, like, viable, they should have just buffed, like, his HP scaling on shield. They could have buffed his petrification duration. They could have buffed his energy recharge that he gets from the pillars. There are so many ways to buff him as a support, but instead they buffed him on his damage for his auto attacks, his E, and everything like that. They made his shield better, but they also gave his shield a debuff, which makes his damage more. I don't know, but that's all the stuff I wanted to talk about with this. I know this was kind of a longer video. It's more 8-9 minutes. I apologize, but I just had to get all that out the way. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.